The truth occurs.
Hi everyone. Well, on Tuesday, January 29th, 15-year-old Hadiyah Pendleton, who had performed at President Obama's inauguration on the 21st of January, was shot in a random shooting in her neighborhood in Chicago. She was shot and killed. Hadiyah Pendleton was apparently a very good girl who lived in a very bad neighborhood. She was a straight-A student. She was described by her family as a walking angel, a good girl who never gave her mother any trouble. Look, I'm getting all upset again because I get so upset when I hear about people's children being killed in, you know, a lot of things, but random violence. I mean, when is this going to stop? Look, let me show you something about Chicago, okay? This is from Secrets of the Fed. Chicago gun-free zone, more deadly than Afghanistan war zone. As you see here, they have a little picture. Number one in gun control, number one in murder and gang violence. And down here, they'll show you the statistics that, in fact, more people die in Chicago from murders than they have in Afghanistan. And most of those murders are from guns. And what they also point out is that the vast majority of them are like gang-related, and they're also black on black. Hate to bring up the race issue again, but as I brought up in another video that I did on this whole gun control thing, America has a really big problem when it comes to poverty and racism against especially black people. You know, nothing is going to change with the violence until things change on a social level, until black people are not subjected to institutionalized racism and relegated to ghettos, and the CIA brings drugs and guns and all this crap in there. And on top of that, when their children are killed, you know, it's just sort of swept under the rug, and nothing really happens. And there's a really, really big problem. It has, I think, everything to do with racism, and it has everything to do with poverty. And it obviously doesn't have everything to do with gun control, because look, strict gun laws in Chicago can't stem fatal shots. As it says here, not a single gun shop can be found in this city because they are outlawed. Handguns were banned in Chicago for decades too, until 2010, when the United States Supreme Court ruled that was going too far, leading city leaders to settle for restrictions some describe as the closest they could get legally to a ban without a ban. Despite a continuing legal fight, Illinois remains the only state in the nation with no provision to let private citizens carry guns in public. As I point out here, Chicago has no civilian gun ranges and has bans on both assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. And yet it's like worse than an Afghanistan battlefield in Chicago. Thousands and thousands of people, including innocent bystanders and innocent children like Hadiyah Pendleton, die because of gun violence. So, you know, I see my friends posting stuff on Facebook. Gotta ban the guns. We gotta do something. This has to stop. Look, the guns aren't the problem. Until you start addressing the real underlying problems of why America has so much violence and is such a mess, nothing is ever gonna change. Look, I'm in Canada, but it doesn't matter. I'm a mother. These are people's children. It doesn't matter that I'm in Canada. You know, I, as just a citizen of North America, want to see real change for America. And what we need for real change is to address the real problems. Well, thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.